Hi guys, it's Elizabeth Stanton with the Stanton Group, and today we are breaking down the January 2026 Sedgwick County housing market. If you're thinking about buying, selling, or investing, or you just love watching the Wichita real estate market like it's your favorite reality show, this video is for you. Because here's the deal. Sales are up, inventory is up, prices dipped slightly. Homes are still selling at 100% of list price. So what does that actually mean for you? Let's dig in. Let's start with the big picture. In January 2026, 447 homes sold in Sedgwick County alone. I mean, that's up 13.2% from last January. So yes, more homes sold this year than they did last year. The total sales volume hit $119 million, which is up nearly 15% year over year. That tells us that the market is active and buyers are still out there and deals are still happening. Now, here's where it really gets kind of interesting. The median sales price was $235,000, which is slightly down from $240,000 last January. So prices have softened a little, but don't panic yet. That doesn't mean that the market is crashing. It means we're seeing kind of a normalization. So let's talk about time on market, because are they still selling fast? The median days on market was 32 days. So you're on for just a little over a month. Last January was about 22 days. So yes, homes are taking a little longer to sell, but 32 days is still a very healthy market. This is no longer that list it Friday, 14 offers by Sunday chaos. This is a balanced, functional market. And here's the key stat. Homes sold for 100% of their list price. What? Let me repeat that. 100%. That means sellers are still pricing correctly and buyers are still paying strong prices. Inventory is one of the most important things, though, you need to watch. At the end of January, there were 1,347 active listings in Sedgwick County, and that's up 1,200 from last year. So yes, inventory is growing. That's pretty good news right there. We currently have about 2.2 months worth of supply of homes. So for context, 1 to 3 months equals kind of a seller leaning market, and 4 to 6 months is more of a balanced market, and 6+ months of inventory, that's more of a buyer's market. At 2.2, we're still in seller territory, but just not extreme seller territory. This is a healthier environment than what we saw in 2021 and 2022. So let's talk about what sellers are doing. In January, 650 new listings hit the market. That's actually slightly down from last year. Meanwhile, 539 contracts were written in January, we're talking January, not July. That's up nearly 13%. So what does that tell us? Buyers are active, they're writing offers, they're making decisions, and at the end of the month, there were 642 homes under contract, but not yet closed. The pipeline tells me February, March closings are likely going to stay very, very strong. Let's break down pricing just a little bit deeper. The average sales price in January was $266,277, up 1.6% from last year. So while the median prices dipped slightly, the average price actually rose. And that means higher end homes are still selling very, very well. And when we look at price ranges, from $300,000 to about $400,000 range, they had the largest number of closings in January. That price bracket is super hot. So if you're selling in that price range, you are in a strong position. And if you're thinking about selling, you're not too late. You're not in a bad market. You're in a normalizing, very still strong market. But pricing strategy does matter more now because buyers have options again. And you cannot overprice and expect miracles. The home selling 100% of list price, that's because they priced correctly. So if you are a buyer and you want more breathing room and homes are taking 32 days instead of 22 days like it did last year, inventory is higher. We have about 2.2 months of supply instead of 1.5 like we saw in 2024. You're not competing against 15 offers every time now. And that feels good. But don't mistake more balanced for a slow market. Homes are still moving, and if it's priced right, it's going to sell and be gone. So here's my honest boots on the ground take. Sedgwick County is stabilizing. We are not crashing. We are not exploding. We are leveling. And that's actually one of the healthiest markets I've seen in years. And in my opinion, that's good for everyone. So that's the great news. So if you're thinking about buying or selling in 2026, I would love to help you out and build a strategy around this particular market. Not the headlines, not the fear, not the national news. The Sedgwick County and Wichita market moves differently than those do. So if you found this helpful, please like and subscribe and drop your questions in the comments. And if you want a custom breakdown for your price point or neighborhood, of course, message me directly and let's make smart moves together in 2026. Thanks, guys.